Yes, sir. We are back. It's a football Friday. I got the boys in the building, Mulich and my boy DJ filling in today. How you
Yes,
guys
sir.
doing?
Oh, I'm
I'm pretty
good.
good, man. I'm pretty good, man. It's a football Friday. You
Yup.
know what I'm saying? We got week 3 tomorrow against the Lions, semi-pro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Rattlers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on in this football week, man. Even though it's not football season, it's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that's been going on in this
Well,
football week, man. So, yeah, ready to talk about it, man. How y'all doing
We-
today?
Yeah. What's going on, DJ? What's up with you?
man, I'm good, bro. GQ, he ain't gonna be able to make it today, so I'm more than happy to fill in. I be going back and watching y'all pods, man. So hey, I'm ready.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's so you know why you're here.
Yeah.
So it's time to get a little nutty today. We're gonna get into the news, but one of the first things I want to get into my way too early NFL top five. We're only gonna do five. I ain't gonna do 10. 10 is entirely too much. I don't care about anybody after six. Um, so let's get a little racy right now because I want to see where you guys think next season is going. There's been a lot of moving and shaking with these teams, and still no word on Aaron Rodgers and his goofy self. And Lamar Jackson is increasingly getting more irritated with the Baltimore Ravens. So,
Rightfully so.
with
Yeah.
with with that being said, let me give me your way too early top five quarterbacks going into 2023.
I'm going to start off. I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes, um, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, um, Josh Allen,
Mm, I don't know.
and I really don't like. I would I go Herbert. Herbert at 5.
Okay.
Okay, what you got, DJ?
I got obviously Patrick Mahomes. That's an obvious. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen,
Y'all
Jalen,
all got Josh Allen. Okay,
and I am going to go with Trevor Lawrence.
not bad. I
Hold
hate
on,
Josh Allen.
hold on. Let
Okay,
me switch that and take
yeah.
Josh Allen ass out. I'm gonna put who I have at 5.
You
Uh,
had
I
who'd you
had
have at five? Herbert at
uh
five.
I had Herbert at 5. I'm gonna put Lawrence at 4. I'm gonna keep Herbert at 5.
Okay, I don't believe Josh Allen is a top five quarterback. I
I don't
really
like
don't.
Josh Allen at all. Honestly, I put him up there because
Um,
I forgot about Lawrence, but I got Lawrence at 4.
my five. I got Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson.
ooh, ooh.
So I think he's going to show everybody why they were willing to pay him $230 million.
I think so too. But let me say this for everybody because I know I've been on the Lamar train. It's only because Lamar is not on a
Because Lamar,
specific team.
because Lamar's not right.
His
I don't
future
know
is
where
up
he
in the
is.
air because
Right.
he would definitely be number 3, and then it will go Hurts,
Yes.
and then it will go Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. No, I meant to say that in the beginning. I didn't add Lamar only because his situation is up in the air right now. So he's not on a team, and I don't believe he's playing for the Baltimore Ravens next year. So,
Exactly.
but Josh Allen, his fall from everyone else's grace is amazing to me because I've been saying this for the longest time. I was like, he's a good quarterback. I'm not going to take nothing away. He's a good quarterback. But for everybody who is putting him in the Patrick Mahomes conversations and oh well, they're going to have the Brady Manning type duel with each other.
Oh no.
That's
Oh no.
That's
that's
all on
that's
Mahomes.
that's all bullshit. Like Josh Allen is not that guy.
I think Josh
It
Allen is
does help.
Brett Favre. Essentially, that's what I think. He's a gunslinger. He's going to throw deep, and he's not going to care. So he's going to throw a lot of picks, but he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns going deep. So
And it's not just the picks. I mean, he fumbles the ball like
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Like he is a turnover machine.
and that's the problem with Josh Allen. It's like, yes, you're big, yes, you're athletic, yes, you have a big arm, but at the same time, it's like you have a crazy, crazy amount of turnovers. Your blunders literally can sometimes outweigh the good thing that you do on the field. And
And
you
they
don't know how
pre
to protect yourself when you run the ball, bro. That's my biggest gripe with Josh Allen is that he doesn't protect himself when he runs the
yep.
ball. Like
Because he
what
thinks because of
when
his
you get
size.
knocked out and the Bills literally ain't got nothing to do because you decided you wanted to run somebody over because you're 200 everything pounds and sure, that's fine. But I was just watching a video where Austin Eckler, one of the strongest damn people in the league, was talking about how he got knocked out by a corner.
Yep.
A corner caught him right here
Yep.
under his shit
Hey, bro, all
and
it takes
knocked
is
him
one.
smooth out.
All it takes is one.
All it takes is one, bro. Like, and especially when
Wow.
your ass decided to get out the pocket or decide to run, decide to scramble and do all that wild ass running that you be doing. And somebody's like, oh, yeah, it's game time because I know he doesn't like to slide. I know he doesn't like to go down. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put one
Mhm.
on him.
Yep. 100%. And for me, it's like I just think he is a product of, as we can see now with when Brian Dayball left, he's not the same guy.
Yeah, no, definitely.
He's
I think this is the reason why he's taking a step back because of Brian Daboll's departure, right?
Right.
Brian Dable preached no mistakes, right? Whether that be
yep,
offensive penalties, whether that be interceptions, whether that be fumbles, right? He preached taking care of the ball no matter what. Okay. So you get a new coordinator in who preaches, oh, yeah, well, I want big plays, right? We got Stephon, we got Gabe Davis, we got all of these weapons on offense. We can't really run the ball, but I want big plays, right? And you see their big play percentage has taken off exponentially from last year to this year, right? Because they're not playing more conservative football. Brian Dable, he goes to the Giants. Now their offense is more fluent. There's less turnovers, and they look like a well-oiled
yep,
machine. Yeah, they have
yep.
Daniel Jones. They don't have no goddamn receivers. They got me and a whole bunch of fucking employees out there playing receiver. Even though it'll probably
Yeah.
be better, honestly. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You can
Question.
throw me out route or a slant, and I promise you, Daniel Jones is. I
Daniel
got you.
Question. I got a question. Since you just made something spring into my head. Is Josh Allen a slightly better version of Daniel Jones?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. He's Daniel Jones with a big arm.
And
Okay. That's
sure. That's exactly what he is. And it's I hate to say it like that because he did against Mahomes a couple of years ago. But I mean, at this point, you haven't improved in the past 3 years to me. Like you look like the same quarterback you've been for the past 3 years. So until you
yep.
get better and take what the defense gives you, Patrick Mahomes had to learn that too. And they look what they got to the Super Bowl. He's gonna have to
Mhm.
adjust his game because you can't stay back in that pocket all day. Somebody's gonna knock you on your ass every single time if you try to stay back there 7 seconds.
Yep. Which is what happens to him. And he's like I said, I think he takes for granted his size that when you talk about the defenders, he's either the same size or bigger than most of those dudes that he has to deal with when he get outside the pocket. So he thinks that that's an even fight. No,
No,
it's not. They're coming to kill you.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that I try to tell people when they're talking about Josh Allen and his running style is that, oh yeah, well maybe yeah he's bigger than everybody and he may be faster than some people, but at the end of the day, there are some people that just don't care, right? Like there are some
No.
people that don't care if you're bigger, they don't care if you're stronger, they don't care if you're faster. They're gonna run full speed right at you and try to run through you.
Yeah,
Every
because
time
my
you try to
goal
leave
is
the pocket, every time you leave the pocket, every time you try to get out, every time you try to scramble, they're thinking, "Oh yeah, it's game time." Like this
yeah,
yeah,
is the moment I've been waiting for, dog. And especially since they
because
know you don't like to protect yourself.
yep,
Yeah,
because what happens is you get hit if you miss 2 or 3 drives because you took a real hard hit. That benefits me and my team. That means the backup quarterback now has to come into the game, and
literally.
we don't even know who the backup quarterback is for the Buffalo Bills.
I damn sure don't.
Thank
I'm
you,
not gonna lie.
thank you.
so
Like, and
so
this is the other big thing, right? Because when you're dealing with somebody who has that kind of play style, and he ends up getting hurt, right? He ends up having a sprained UCL, right? So now what are we
mhm.
going to do? Now he can't throw as far, right? Now half of
Nope.
his game is negated. Now we have to depend on more of the running game. Everybody knows you can't run the fucking ball, so
at all.
now what are you going to do? Now you start to struggle because now you're limited to a shorter offense. Meaning you have to operate on this side of the field. You can't operate long ways like you're used to. You have to operate on this side of the field. That's a game that you're not used to playing. So
Nope.
now you're essentially turning your whole offense around to something that everybody isn't used to because they've been used to this play style. And we see why losses happen. We see why turnovers happen. We see why blowouts happen, right? So
Yep.
that's the thing. That's the reason why the play style. That's why I don't have Josh Allen in my top 5 is because of his play style, and it can be very detrimental to his team in the long run.
Yeah. Moving on. This one's gonna be fun. This one I want to see. I want to see where everybody want to go with this one. Top 5 running backs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Top 5 running backs. Who you got? Bro? I want to see this.
All right. Might be a little controversial, but I don't care.
Point.
Yeah.
Even though my boy averaged the most rushing yards in the league last year, I still got Nick Chubb as the best running back in the league. I don't care.
That's different.
Second is Derrick Henry. Because everybody tried to write him off after the foot injury, and he came back and said, "Eat this. I'm still him. What you guys think?" Third would be Josh. Fourth, I would put Saquon. And fifth, I want to throw Austin in there, but I really don't like him, honestly. Like, if I'm just being honest, I really don't like Austin Eckler. But I'm gonna go Kenneth Walker as my fifth.
Very nice.
That's a damn. Okay, that was
damn.
I said spicy. You went there. Okay,
absolutely.
What you got, DJ? We're gonna talk about that though. Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Mine don't go in.
Your goat.
What up, dog?
What's popping? Right. Yes, definitely. Go ahead, DJ.
I definitely agree with you. With Nick Chubb is the best. I'm still going Nick Chubb.
Y'all real okay?
Josh Jacobs. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a resurgence, so I'm putting Jonathan Taylor. And my number 5, I will go with Breece Hall.
Y'all throwing rookies and second year dudes in the list.
I like that Breece pick.
I will go with Breece Hall.
I like that Breece pick.
I don't know about he got to come back. His knee all effed up right now.
Hey, they got an offseason game plan for him, so I just want, maybe he's just like, shit, y'all can't game plan for me, and we gonna rock.
Okay, well, mine is completely off rails compared to y'all, but that's okay. It's okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat, listening on Spotify, Apple, all because everybody was paying attention to us right now.
Radio, so shout out to our
iHeartRadio. Yes, definitely iHeartRadio. Actually, their office is right down the street from my job here in Vegas. So that's a good thing. My top 5 running backs. Y'all seem to forgot. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? My man CMC.
Oh yeah, that one slipped my mind. I forgot. Yeah,
I didn't forget CMC. I left him off to be disrespectful to a certain fan base, but he continue.
Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs.
Of course, your goal would say Swift. Okay, bro, we know.
Okay, so the Kenneth Walker thing. Not that I like Kenneth Walker. I'm not even gonna, that's not even the case. Top 5 though?
I like his running style. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I look at Kenneth Walker, bro, this is the reason why I have him. This is the reason why I have him 5, right? Like, and I'm basing this off of where he's gonna basically finish next year. If he stays healthy and he can continue that kind of bruising running style, man, when he gets going, bro, I swear he just gets better and better and better and better. And it looks like when he's running, he gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I'm just like, yo, what is going on with this dude? It's third quarter. There's 2 minutes left, and he already got 25 carries, and he looked like he was on his 5th carry, bro. And the way breaking tackles, the elusiveness, the footwork, the inside the hole presence, cutbacks. I'm just like, yo, this kid is going to be special, right? And when I look at him compared to CMC, like I said, I only slotted him to be disrespectful to a certain fan base because they was talking shit earlier this week. Because they try to argue that they both get hurt, whatever the case may be. I was like, yeah, that is very true. But one is a rookie. One is I think is in his sixth or seventh year.
Mhm.
And one is an extraordinarily better receiving back than the other one, right? But like I said, I did it to be disrespectful. I did it to be spicy. So all you Niners fans can eat it, okay? Kenneth Walker is better than CMC, and I don't care. Yeah, I said it. I'm standing on it. So eat it. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I'm ready for football season. It's not even summer yet, and I'm already turned up. Okay, because the Raiders, I don't know what they're doing. Okay, the Niners are sitting here in my DM talking about Jimmy G is a winner. Okay, well, I'm ready for football season. Okay, yeah, I'm
But
on all y'all heads today. I'm on all y'all heads today.
Why he not a 49er then if he a winner?
Should be a 3-time Super Bowl champ if he was a winner, but I don't want to. Yes, that's a story for another time.
Okay, and then explain Brees Hall. I mean, I'm another guy. I like Brees Hall. I do. But you honestly think if they get Aaron Rodgers, he's actually going to run the ball?
No, but I mean, I'm betting that they don't get Aaron Rodgers because the Packers are going to ask for too much in return. That's what I'm betting on, and I think he'll have enough carries to where he'll have a lot of yards. Is what I'm guessing. Is what I'm betting for this upcoming season. So
Well, is he going to be ready for week 1? I don't think so.
I really hope so. I had a blast watching him last year. Because if GQ would say, he would say them CJ punk ass Jets because CJ watches all the time. I don't like but I like him. So
no,
I think DeAndre has to stay healthy for all season. Before he gets top 5.
Yeah, he's gonna have to definitely stay healthy because he's never healthy. But
I do like him as a runner, but he has to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I like his style.
Okay. That was okay. I like that. Like, y'all definitely different. See, I like it when we don't have the same damn list.
Yes.
It makes it work. Let's go wide receivers. This one's probably going to be a slam dunk. I want to see. Mind you, I'm just going to say this. I did not put Cooper Kupp on my top 5 list. He's normally on there.
Based off last season, that's not egregious. So
because he was, the injury effed him up a little bit, so he's not on. But Mulich.
I actually have a list that I compiled. Give me 1 second.
And I did make I told her, see, one thing about Melvin, while Mulich is doing his thing, I keep trying to tell you, just because I say one thing one day, I told y'all when new information presents itself,
yes,
I can now adjust what I previously said. And I will show in my next list why I said.
All right. So I'm going to start off with Devontae Adams at 1 because I don't care. He's still the best receiver in the league to me. Tyreek Hill at 2. Jamar Chase at 3. I'm going to go Jay Jettas at 4. And I still got DHop at 5, bro. The disrespect on DHop is crazy. I know he got suspended and he was out of the league for the first couple games, but don't do that. He's still top 5 receiver, bro. Like, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, I got DHop at 5, bro, because I've been hearing a lot of disrespect on DHop name, and we're not gonna sit here and forget like he didn't do what he did to D'Angelo Hall that one time at practice because we all know he's legendary for that. So no.
Okay, we got it. We're gonna get into DHop stuff in a minute.
DHop's not on my top 5. I don't want to. But I got Jamar Chase. This is in no order. I'm not going in order. So Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You're gonna have Detroit fans in the comments going crazy.
I was gonna say, where you going at, boy? Where you going at?
He's gonna go crazy.
Hey, I really believe that one.
Young St. Brown
balling, and he's only getting better. He's gonna jump up this year. I'm telling you.
Top 5 though.
Brown?
He's gonna jump up. Yeah, because Justin Jefferson. Like, I like Justin Jefferson, but the Kirk Cousins thing, bro. Come on, man. I just feel like that's where he'll creep up. I mean, granted, Amon-Ra St. Brown don't have a quarterback that's better because he has Jared Goff, but Justin Jefferson is just too consistent.
Okay, that's look. We
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about that Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins thing because when you look at it, Jared Goff did play very, 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 very well.
look.
And if his
I'm
defense played a lot better, I don't know. But
look. Okay. So we turning up today. That's a
Turning up.
okay.
yeah,
We
what
turning up today.
didn't Troy say I was the
Okay.
lighter and we was making fire? Yeah, we
Okay. This
saved it
is
today. We making fire. Okay.
all right. Okay.
Yeah, you
So
feel me? Your go, yes, sir.
Hey, I've been waiting for wide receivers all week just to throw him in there. Y'all don't understand.
Hey, like I said, I mean, hey, we don't know. This is why this is the way too early list. This
Hey,
is why. So,
I like young St. Brown, man. I like him. I like his brother that's coming out of Stanford. I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the better of the St. Browns. You know, they got an older brother up there in Chicago. But I like him. I've liked him since they was in college. You know what I'm saying? He was a USC Trojan, so you know what I'm saying, fight on. So yeah, no, definitely. I like his game. I think it's I didn't know people was on him like that, but hey, yeah,
Hey,
I like that.
we watch, bro.
I like that.
the only reason why I don't think that he's going because Jameson Williams will be back, and he
That's
he's
Mm.
he's he's going to end up being the number one guy. So
I'm not
we'll
gonna lie. Watching the few games that I watched last year when Jameson played, the boy is scary. He is
yeah
scary.
oh yeah.
Oh my god! Like, and just thinking about after injury, like the explosiveness, right? The acceleration, just the pure speed. Not to mention the route running. It's He is going to be insane.
yeah he's gonna
He's
be
going to be
nice.
insane. I think people literally. I think the main reason why is because people forgot about him.
I don't think because they haven't seen him,
Yeah,
and if
they
you
haven't
ha- and
seen.
if,
They
and
forgot
if
about him.
and if you didn't watch college football, then you have no real reference.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that. I got Tay Adams one. This is where things have changed for me. I still don't believe. Okay, I still believe Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson. I just believe that Justin Jefferson's situation will allow him to produce more. Like
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand exactly what you're talking about. That's actually true.
he had well over 200 targets last year.
Definitely.
That's Jamar Chase is not going to get over 200 targets.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Not with Higgins on the other side.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? No, but even it doesn't matter. Like that's just not how Joe Burrow as a quarterback operates. He's a very I'm going to get the ball to the right guy in the right situations.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins is going to force it to Justin Jefferson every chance he gets.
Every time.
So I got Jettas at 2, Stephon Diggs 3, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown.
Now, see, I thought about Diggs. I thought about Stephon, but the only reason why I didn't have him on my list, and this is the reason why I've always kind of left Stephon off my list, is because he doesn't necessarily show up in big games to me.
That's his quarterback's fucking problem. That's why they
Hey,
got mad in the playoffs.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why
I'm not even gonna lie. Every quarterback that he's had has legitimately catted off in big games, and I can understand why he's won it out with legitimately every single
right.
one. So
I don't have Stephon
And
up there just for the simple fact is I don't know what's going to happen with him because he wants to be traded. So
right. Well, I think he's going to be a top 5 no matter where he goes. If he ends up in Dallas, that'll be scary.
oh God.
oh man, him and CD would be stupid.
And I know Jerry's plotting on it. I know Jerry's trying to do it in some way, shape, or form. He's trying to swing that somehow.
Well,
But
his mom tweeted a picture of him and his brother in Dallas Cowboy uniforms, and then had to take it down
yeah, I'm telling you, Jerry. We know how Jerry operates. He's plotting on it. They want a Super Bowl. That's their goal.
because I wouldn't doubt them getting Brandon Cooks
I
in
don't
a
doubt that
way
either.
to just trade him to Buffalo
I don't
Yeah.
doubt that either. I really don't.
I can see
I
that.
really don't.
in a package deal, not straight up, but in a package
Yeah,
deal.
not straight up, but definitely in some sort of package. Because when you think about it, on the Bills' behalf, now you got a Brandon Cooks who's a speedy down the field receiver. You still have Gabe Davis, and depending on who you get next, that's your third. And now you have a running back that can actually run the ball.
Yep.
You're still solid in offensive terms. So
Mm-hmm. Um, tight ends. I want to see where this goes.
Okay, I think everybody list is going to be about the same on tight ends.
I don't know. I think mine's is going to be way off. Let's see.
I thought about this a lot.
If we got the
Mm,
same people on the list, this would be it. Then I know the show is right where I want it to be because we all think great minds think alike.
I've thought about this a lot. So one, obviously, you got to go Travis Kelsey, right?
Yeah.
Now 2, 3, 4, and 5 is kind of where it gets tricky. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Hmm.
Because everybody thinks that Kittle is a lock at 2. I've never felt like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. The best ability is availability. He's never been available for a full season.
Okay.
So 2, even though I really don't like this pick, only because I feel like it was this kind of forced. I'm gonna put Mark Andrews.
Okay.
3, I know it's probably gonna shock a lot of people, but I told everybody that he was gonna have a good season, and I'm glad that he did. Evan Ingram.
Mm.
Okay.
4, and this may surprise a lot of people because he didn't play a lot last year, but he's still a top 5 tight end. Doesn't matter where he's at. Darren Waller. 5, it's really a toss up, but I'm gonna go Dallas Goddard only because T.J.
Hey,
Hawkinson
okay.
is
Okay. See, I told you this is
really
gonna be. Told
inconsistent.
you. We told you this is great because we don't got the same fucking list. This is
Hmm.
also this is gonna get nuts. Who you
Yeah.
got, DJ?
uh,
But it's crazy that you. Okay, I'll get some over here after this.
Hmm. Hmm. I left somebody off that list for a reason. Yep, and I
okay.
want
I
to
know
hear
you.
all about it.
I know.
I want to hear
I
all
know.
about it.
I know.
All right. So obviously, I'm going with Travis Kelsey because by the time he retires, he's
Mhm.
probably going to be the GOAT tight end. It is what it is at this point. He might be the
Yeah.
GOAT, or he'll be top 3 all time. Um,
Yeah.
no matter what you say, George Kittle's going on this list because of his talent. I don't care. I know the best ability is availability, but come on, man.
He put Darren Waller on the list.
George Kittle. So, I'm
Again,
gonna
I
take
did it to make somebody I did it for a specific fan base to be salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming at you all off season, dog. The smoke ain't over, okay?
Number 3, I'm gonna take Mark Andrews, of course. Number 4 and 5 is where it gets tricky. So number 4, I'm gonna take Kyle Pitts. I am gonna take Kyle Pitts. And number 5, I'm gonna pull a page out of my co-host book, and I am going to take Pat Fryermuth from Pittsburgh.
I thought
If
about
they
him.
can get any kind of
Bro.
quarterback in Pittsburgh, Pat Fryermuth will shoot up on this list.
Okay. See, I like because we're working here because if you combine out all of our lists, we have pretty much the same list. See, great minds think alike, except for Mullins being spiteful against 49er fans.
Absolutely.
um, of course, I got Kelsey, Kittle, Mark Andrews. This is where mines gets dicey. Not dicey, but this is where it starts going crazy. I got Evan Ingram 4, Kyle Pitts at 5.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
I knew I was
So
going. I knew I was. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You know what? I'm not even worried about it
look,
because
you had an agenda. It's okay.
oh yeah, I have an agenda specifically because I've never. I never. I mean, I like the way George Kittle plays. It's just I say that to get Niner fans all tight. You know what I'm saying in a specific area because they do it every time and they always fall for the trip. So Niner fans, if you're watching this, hi, I got you. But look, check this out. The reason why I didn't have Kyle Pitts on my top 5, right? The reason why I left him off specifically is because what happened to you last year, bro? What happened?
Well,
I
with
understand. I get it, right? I get it. You know what I'm
Desmond
saying? But
Desmond Ritter and Marcus Mariota.
like, but come on, bro. Like, and then I'm not even. I'm gonna take it outside of the quarterback situation and just look
Their
at the drops
offense,
in the red zone. I
their
can't.
offense isn't built for a tight end though.
It's not. That was the most frustrating part about it, right? Is because when you look at it and everybody's wondering why he was so stagnant and just out of the play and not moving, it's because they're not putting him in any plays. They're not making him the focal point of the offense, which he needs to be. I get it. You just got Drake London, right? But you got to remember he's still coming off an ankle injury, in which he literally broke his ankle.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you got to give him time to acclimate, and he's a rookie, right? Give it to your damn tight end, bro. Give it to your freaking Pro Bowl freaking rookie tight end, all-star rookie tight end that you drafted top 5. Like, come on, bro. And
wasn't
yeah, I
Mariota on the
understand.
ball for him? Mariota has never been big on using his tight end though. So
No,
the only time that Marcus Mariota was big on using the tight end is when his first few years in Tennessee is when he had
and
Delaney Walker.
Tennessee because that offense was built
It was
to throw
built
up the
for that
safety.
because
Yeah,
Delaney
it was.
was a boy at that time.
yep.
So
Yeah,
and that's the thing. So I blame a lot more of that on the coaches because it's like, yeah, you have a Drake London, yeah, you have a young dog running back in Algier because Cordell Patterson can't stay healthy, right? Like you have these young pieces, use them. You're sitting here trying to run RPOs with Mariota, and then you come in and you have a confusing ass offense with Desmond Ritter. When you have pieces, you have some guys. That's why when you really think about it, and everybody's saying, "Oh, Lamar should go to Atlanta." I'm just like, damn.
no, no,
And that's like at first I was like, damn, hell no, absolutely fuck not. But then
no.
I thought about it, I'm just like, they kind of got some pieces over there. I don't like it, honestly, personally.
They got
I would
they
definitely
got
go.
pieces, but they
They
don't know
got
how to
some
use
pieces
money.
over there.
But
Exactly. That's exactly it. So that's the reason why I left Kyle Pitts off of my top 5, specifically because of that offense is just all over the damn place. They're not using him the correct way. He
Yep.
looked frustrated last year. There was too many drops in the red zone. It wasn't a good season for him. I don't think that he's not good anymore. I just think that
no,
last year was a very, very frustrating season for him. And I think that this year, with a new kind of regime and everything kind of going a different kind of way, I think that he's going to be a lot better. But like I said, I left Kittle off to be spiteful because he's always hurt. He never played a full goddamn season. So if you mad at that, I don't care. Go look at it. You can literally go look at the paper. He ain't never played a full
Mullins
motherfucking
don't care.
season. So, and he's not better than Travis
Yeah.
Kelce. All you Niner fans, stop saying that.
No,
Get on my
no,
DMs talking about he's
definitely
better
No,
than Travis Kelce. Bro. I don't
not
want to
even
hear that
close.
no more.
Definitely not.
All right. So moving to the second segment of this. A lot of rumbles going around after after he was throwing at the Auburn Pro Day, and showcasing that he can still get the ball downfield. His footwork looked good. He looked very mobile. It's been a while since we've seen Cam move around, throw on the run. He looked very accurate. I know he's throwing against air, but he looked very accurate. But the word still is that Cam is not, and I repeat, not one of the 32 or 40 in some people's minds quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't believe that. I went through a couple teams. I went through the league and I was like, well, what teams could Cam start for? Because I think Cam can be a backup for any team. But I'm like, okay, what teams could he start for? This is my list. You tell me where I go wrong at. Based off injury, I think you can start in Miami right now because of two.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
With that offense, absolutely.
New England, I still think he's better than every quarterback they have in New England.
Yep.
I do like what's his face, the Pittsburgh quarterback,
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett. I do like Kenny Pickett, but I still think Cam can go into Pittsburgh and start. Tennessee, he's better than everything they got in Tennessee.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's better than anything they have in Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
Facts.
What team is that? Oh, Houston. He can definitely go to Houston and start.
Absolutely.
Anybody can come and start right now.
My Las Vegas Raiders.
Absolutely.
He can come to Las Vegas and start.
Absolutely.
Washington has no quarterback whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Mr. Goat gonna hate this one, but he can start in Detroit. Fuck Jared Goff. even though Jared Goff had a very good season last year.
I disagree with that one, but okay. I disagree with that one.
No, I just want to troll the Detroit fans.
I know.
And this is, and like I said, this is minus draft picks and all of that. I don't care about the draft picks right now. I'm just talking about as of right now. If they were to sign him as a free agent quarterback, Carolina, He can
Oh,
start in Carolina.
absolutely,
Oh yeah.
absolutely,
Atlanta.
definitely.
He can start. Um, this one is a little dicey, but I still think he can go to Arizona and start in Arizona.
I would
Even
believe
though they
so.
have, even though they have Kyler Murray, I think if Cam really want, if they gave it an open competition, a real one, I think Cam can go in there and win that job.
I don't doubt that at all. Honestly,
I don't doubt
I
that
don't
either.
doubt that at
And
all.
I'm not a big Kyler Murray fan. So
And the last one was this one's basically because of injury. We just don't know what he's gonna look like coming back and how healthy he's gonna be moving in. But that's the Rams with Matthew Stafford, and that's 13 teams right there.
okay, so I believe that he could start for these third. I believe he could start for every team that you name. The problem is the disconnect is that none of these teams are interested in him. They want to move.
No, no, I know.
A lot of them want to
No,
move to the future and start younger quarterbacks.
no. That's why I said I said minus draft picks and stuff like that. If they would,
Yeah.
could he go in there and be the starting quarterback? I believe so. And yes, some of these teams will decide to go with younger quarterbacks, but I think some of these teams also do need a veteran quarterback because a team like Miami, do you really a guy like if Cam is as healthy as we all think he is with his arm, that offense looks totally different. Um,
I also think whatever team drafts William Levis, he's gonna have to sit a year or two. And Cam will be perfect to come in, play, and mentor for him to eventually take over because William Levis isn't ready to come in and just play
It's
football.
gonna be the
I
Raiders. Watch.
I think all of the quarterbacks coming out won't be ready to play day one,
I don't think any of
and
them are
I
gonna be
would
ready to play day one.
and I wouldn't want any of those guys to come in and play day one on bad football teams. Like, and we're going to get to that. That's coming up next because we're going to talk about the shitty teams that have made like ridiculously aggressive moves
Mm-hmm.
um, in the preseason. So to see, because maybe they're setting up their young quarterbacks for some success, but we'll get to that in a minute. Um, but like a team like Atlanta, given that Cam is from the area, that would help one because Atlanta has not had a real box office since Michael Vick, since nobody that you want to go see play in Atlanta.
Yeah, since Mike Vick, that's quite literally true.
So to me, that would be a perfect fit. Um, I think, like I said, if Washington doesn't figure out what they're going to do with Lamar, I don't think you lose anything by bringing in Cam.
I mean, what you a good offense, good defense, solid O line.
Yeah, I don't think you lose if you can't get Lamar Jackson for whatever reason. Even if you can get Lamar, I don't see reason why you can't bring in Cam too. Cam's not going to be expensive.
That's the thing.
Like,
See, it's the thing for me and Cam, right? When you listen to him talk, right? Because I was just watching the Pivot podcast last night when he was on it, the most recent one. When you listen to him talk, he sounds so much more. Sounds so much more smarter. Like he sounds a lot wiser than he was when he left the game um, a few years back with Carolina, right? Not only that, he's healthier. So
mhm.
when you combine those two, right? Because when you sit here and you listen to him talk, he's sitting there, he's talking about, well, I'm not going to just go into any kind of situation to the point where I feel like I can save the team, right? He understands now, right? Because a lot of people, oh, he's not the same player. He's not Superman. He's not MVP. He knows that. He understands that he's not the same player. He's not Super Cam anymore, but he's still Cam Newton.
Yeah,
That's what people forget.
see,
He's still Cam.
he only has to be super Cam maybe 4 or 5 times a game.
Maybe, if that, because they're going to
Right.
surround him with the right pieces to the point where now he's going to be. Hold on, sorry.
We won't have any Warrior slander on this show. Okay, no Warriors slander. We don't do that here. Okay, so cut it out in the chat. DJ, whatchamacallit. Your mic is dead. Can't hear you. There you go.
All right. So
Yeah,
back to Cam though. Uh, I do believe Cam can play starting quarterback in the NFL still. There's no reason why he can't. Even his last year with New England, it really wasn't that bad. He went back to Carolina to play with Carolina. Carolina wasn't good. They had what was it,
It's
10
a
years?
bad football team.
They're just a bad
It's a
football.
bad football team.
Uh, Cam is also a lot smarter than I like Moose said. So you get older and you're going to pick a better situation. You're just going to. That's how it's going to be. You're going to pick a better situation that's
Oh,
going to suit you.
I left. I left the team off. Green Bay.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because I definitely think he can start over Jordan Love.
yeah.
It's just when you look at somebody who's been away from the game, that's what I was saying earlier. When you look at somebody who's been away from the game, right, it gives them time to learn the game inside and out and really dissect it and really understand it for what it is, right? When I tore my knee and I couldn't play for 3-4 years, all I would do would be watch football.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I would do was watch football. I would
Mhm.
watch the game out college, high school, professional, all these other extra leagues. I'm watching freaking football from other countries. All I'm doing is watching football. I'm understanding coverages. I'm understanding techniques. I'm understanding fronts. I'm understanding line protection. I'm understanding breakdowns of offenses. Right. I'm understanding all this just by
Improving your
watching the
IQ.
game.
Just improving your IQ. That's what it
Just
comes down
improving
to.
it.
Yep.
Just improving my IQ. Just improving my IQ as a football player. That's all
Yep.
Cam's been doing on the off season. Watching football, watching
And
tape.
that's yep. Story time. Everything you said is exactly what. It was not injury for me. I got redshirted my freshman year, and I got to watch the game totally different, and I got to see what the offensive coordinator, what his vision was. I got to see why the route combinations were the way they were. I got to see why he lined up people in certain spots. I got to pick his brain so that when they lifted my red shirt and I got inserted into the offense, I was like a second coach. Literally, I was. They wouldn't even give the plays to the quarterback. They gave it to me, and I relayed it in the huddle. Like that's how crazy it was because I actually got to sit back and look at the offense totally different from being a player. I got to look at it from a coaching standpoint. So now when I'm running my routes, I know what this guy is doing next to me. I know what the guy across the field is doing. So as I'm doing all this and I'm reading the coverage, I know where the ball should be going. So if I know I'm covered up and the ball should be going across field to the dig route, once I get the timing in my head on where I think the ball is out, I actually broke my route so I can start blocking on the other side of the field. And that's just a level of awareness that once you start to feel the game, you don't play the game anymore.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is facts. I mean, look, in high school, I couldn't play sports because of my ankle. But I was in a basketball class. I was a basketball manager. But I'm telling you, I sat there in the class for 4 years. There's no kind of defense you can run right now in basketball, and I don't know how to break it. Now I'm playing basketball recreationally now, and every now and then they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna play a 2-3 defense." I was like, "I'm about to score because you can't. I know how to break down your damn defense. It's too easy.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I sat on the
Right.
sidelines for too long and learned everything. Once it becomes a mental thing, this is what
Yep.
LeBron is good at. Once it becomes a mental thing, it's like there's no way you can stop me. You're just
Yeah.
going to have to pray to God that I miss.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
quite literally it. That's the reason why when I got hurt after my injury, I transitioned to safety. Right, small, compact. I'm not big, but I run fast and I can read and I understand formations. I understand key signals. I understand what he just told him, and people didn't even say it. Right, I understand just
Mhm.
based off line and just based off alignment and how he's a little bit on his heels. People stuff that people don't even see. Right, I was just at practice
Yep.
last week where coach is calling out a play. It's zone run right here. Everybody looking at me.
Yep.
Zone run right here. And what happened? Zone run right there. Tackle for a loss.
Yep.
I know exactly where they're going. Oh, this and this with pop. Right? Oh, it's pop pass. We're in the red zone. It's pop pass. Think about it, guys. Right? Think about it. Watch film. Think about it. It's a 2 tight end set. They just bought in a freaking 6'7" tight end and another dude who's freaking 6'8". It's a 2 tight end set during the red zone. What you think it's gonna do?
Right.
It's a pop pass.
Yeah.
What happens?
Yeah.
That's it's football. Once you're away from the game and you can understand how the game is played and how the game is actually called, what's in these coaches' minds and how they're calling it, how they're thinking it, it transforms everything. And
Yep.
for Cam, I just think that's where he's at now. And I feel like if somebody gives him a chance, not saying he's gonna go crazy and win a Super Bowl and win another MVP. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that he can go to a team and start and give them viable minutes, give them viable time until their next quarterback is ready to play. That's all we're saying.
Right.
Facts.
Exactly. And it's like that's the part of the game that I don't think people when it's the Patrick Mahomes, the growth that Patrick Mahomes has to start to make. Where yes, you're athletically gifted, and your escapability is second to none. Your arm strength second to none. All of those things, but Peyton Manning had none of those things. But what Peyton Manning did have sat inside his helmet and that big ass head he had.
And that big ass head
And
he had, absolutely.
and you can't. That always works. Like it always works. He can look at a defense. Ray Lewis used to tell him, like, look, I can't figure him out. Like I can't. Because when you think you got him, you ain't got him.
Yep.
And sometimes it's just but that's what studying does. Sometimes, I'm not gonna say sometimes. I'm a firm believer. Film work, if you can do all the gym work you want, but if your gym work don't match your film work, it don't matter.
I'll tell everybody a story, and this is for anybody who's in college, high school. If you're young and you're watching this, I know we have some profanity on here. Excuse all of that. If you're young and you're watching this, take this advice, right? There was a point in time where I was in college, and we had. When I tell you, we probably had the best DBs in the nation. I'm really not even playing. We really had the best DBs in the nation. Shout out to College San Mateo. Shout out to OG Green and Tim Teller. You guys want to know how I started? Amongst all of these athletes, right? I'm talking about guys who run 4.3s, guys who jump out the gym, guys who've been 5 stars, guys who are bounce back. You guys want to know how I started? For everybody out there, you guys want to know how I started? Watching film.
Yep.
They started to do calculations of how long people were watching film, and they went down the whole starting defense. Everybody looked on par, right? It was average, right? About a few hours throughout the day. They looked at mine. I had over 20 plus hours at the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah, you guys want to know why he's starting? It's because he's watching film.
And
I know what I'm doing.
20 hours may not sound like a lot, but when you have to stop, rewind, watch, play it, slow-mo it, it's a long ass time.
Yeah. Like
take notes. Take notes
and then mark it because you have a note. You have something that you want to question. So this is before huddle, right? I'm talking about DSD times, right?
Yeah. And I go before that.
I was just saying, my man Mel probably go before that.
I had the black and white composition book where we had to write all that shit down in the book. And then with highlighters and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Timestamp, you got to highlight it. Go back to that one. Move with the remote. Okay, pause right there. Mind you, we have to load the whole game. Like I'm talking about the whole game. It wasn't cut up in clips already like your coaches do now. No, they cut it up in nice little clips for you. Put it in a little folder. No, you got to upload the whole game and then watch the whole game.
I had VHS and DVDs. And it did like you said, it didn't come pre-cut. It had from beginning to end, and you had to watch the whole damn game.
Whole damn game. So if you wanted to find your highlights, if you wanted to find what you did good, if you wanted to find what you gonna watch that whole damn game, and you gonna slow down, speed up a little, slow down. Oh, you gotta rewind, fast forward. No, it's a lot.
Hey, y'all better tell them it's easy to put highlight tapes together now, bro. It's way easier to put.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier to put highlight tapes together. My highlight tape when I started, my shit wasn't easy. That's the reason why I don't have my high school highlight tape to this day. I have my college one. I don't have my high school highlight tape one. Is because when I made it, we hadn't transitioned to huddle yet. I was still using another system. So I had to go in there and watch all the games of all of my plays, and then put them like that, put them in a different folder, and that's in a whole different system. So I can't even get to it. Access it's lost in the file, so y'all would probably never see that ever in my.
First of all, y'all don't got VHS tapes of players to see my shit. So, ain't go-
I got a VHS player, no lie. So
so there you go with that. Now, that was the Cam shit. But now that actually is why I asked about that to transition into this because some of those teams that I did mention, two in particular, the Texans and the Panthers, um, they went crazy
they have been
this
going
off
crazy.
this off season. I'm gonna start with the Panthers first because I think the Panthers made some very interesting moves, and I honestly think that I think they were really good moves, and I can tell that they're setting up at least whoever their signal caller is going to be. I know they got Andy Dalton, but I don't think he's going to be he's not the answer.
No.
So you bring in DJ Shark, you bring in Adam Thielen, you bring in Miles Sanders and Hayden Hurst on the offense
Yep.
to go with what you already have there. I know they gave up
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, which is it is what it is. That's better for him anyway. But with what they replaced it with some of the young kids that they do have, I like it. I like it a lot. Also, they brought in Von Bell on defense. Um, so the Panthers moving, shaking, they're doing their thing. So what's because what the Panthers have what pick?
The
Second?
Because they traded
the Texans
the
have the
Bears.
second. The Panthers have crap because they did have
Okay.
number.
They traded out of that pick, didn't they?
Yeah.
They traded. Um,
Let me check because I can't remember off the top of my head.
yeah, let me know because I want to see because I did hear rumblings that they would go after the kid from Florida, but I
Oh, the
don't
Panthers have
think
the number
he's.
one. The Panthers have the number one pick because they traded with Chicago.
That's right. Okay, I
Yeah.
They
thought they
do have
traded
the number
down.
one because they traded with Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they do take one of the quarterbacks. Maybe they take CJ Stroud.
I I don't know. I don't know what the Panthers are going to do. The Panthers have been unpredictable all offseason.
If I were the Panthers, this is what I would do. I'd trade out of that number one pick and pick up probably two more picks, two or three more picks, and I would just I as a GM, I think I talked about this before. I don't believe in bringing in a rookie quarterback or a young quarterback into a bad situation. I think you should build up the offensive line and the skill positions first, then get the quarterback. It makes no sense getting the quarterback, having no offensive line and no skill positions, and then you wonder why he's not progressing.
I definitely agree with that offensive line thing because young quarterbacks need an offensive line because the speed of the game is so different. The
Yeah.
speed of the game is different as a quarterback, especially. So if you don't have protection, I mean, we've seen it through time. There have been talented quarterbacks that come out and they just get ruined.
Well, I mean, that's
Because
the
of
reason why they were so unsuccessful last year. You look at everything that every quarterback that they literally tried. Sam Darnold got hurt. Baker got hurt. PJ Walker, shit, barely survived. Right, Cam got hurt. Right, so everybody that they tried literally got hurt. Why? Because they didn't have an offensive line, and then they gave away their one of their main weapons on offense and CMC, and it's like, damn, what what do you have? You know,
They
you
gave
have a
away
whole bunch of
CMC and
dysfunction.
DJ Moore in the same season, bro. I
You
don't
know
know.
what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you have
And
dysfunction. That's what you have. But anything else is like, good
so
luck.
that's yeah.
Granted, they made some
So
veteran signings, but I mean, I have no idea what Carolina is doing. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what. Hell, for all we know, they might not even take a quarterback with the first pick. So
like I said, if they don't take I would that pick probably holds a lot of value to certain teams. And I'd trade down. I'd rack up as many picks as I can
that's
and
what I
just
would
work
do.
it out. And just work out. You brought in Andy Dalton. Is he the answer? No. But if you can bring in a bunch of young dudes and get them ready, because next year if you want to get a quarterback, I mean, Caleb Williams is going to be the guy.
That's my guy.
Yes, he is.
I've been saying on Gentleman's Talk now for months. It's just like, hey, we're gonna get to Houston next. Houston, don't draft a quarterback, draft a skill player, wait and get Caleb Williams next year. That's what I've been preaching that for the past 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this because there's nobody, like I said, the guy who I think is going to be the steal of the draft, no one's talking about, and that's fine. So when hopefully the Raiders will get him because he's a Vegas kid, they can come here. So that's my wish. But there's no real all the quarterbacks in this draft aren't special.
And speaking of the quarterbacks in this draft, I just want to say something about the Anthony Richardson kid.
Yeah.
I understand that he has a cannon for an arm, but relax, everybody.
He don't got an accurate. He don't got an accuracy system.
Thank you. Say that again, Mel. Just a little louder. 2 decimals, please.
Yeah. He don't know where he's throwing it. Like it's.
Thank you.
He's
Look
a
at his
very
accuracy in the season.
yeah. He's a very athletic. He has all the tools. He just hasn't been playing quarterback long enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. So for everybody calling for Anthony Richardson to go high and all stuff like that, go back and watch the tape.
No.
Like, no, don't just look at the numbers. I know he had a few big games. Even if you look at the numbers, his completion percentage is not good at all. Go back and watch the tape and watch it as a coach or a recruiter, not as a fan. Because I guarantee
and I don't like
things are telling about him.
And I don't like his throwing motion.
Neither do I.
It's not. I don't know. It's something about it. I don't like it.
It's really long. He's here instead of tight. He's wide.
Yeah.
Because he has a big arm. He's really, really big. He has a big arm. So he's raw. He's wide, cocks back here instead of having the tight motion. So it's not good for a quarterback to have because when you have the ball out there a lot, defensive players are going to swipe out and stuff like that. It's going to take you long to get the throw off.
Because what he does, I don't think he doesn't generate a lot of velocity without a lot of motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has to wind up.
Yeah, like if you watch Michael Vick, you watch Aaron Rodgers, they don't wind their arms. Like they don't need a lot of torque. It's literally it's here, boom, and it's gone. And it gets there in a hurry.
1 2 1 2 1 2. That's the tempo that I used to hear quarterback coaches get. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. It should just be nice, quick, fluent motion, not 1 2 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's not long and drawn out. It's quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And then let's get to the Texans. They made some damn moves too. They brought in Dalton Schultz, Devin Singletary, Robert Woods. He was the first one to go there, and I questioned that. I'm like, why the fuck is he going to the Texans?
That's exactly what I said.
They brought in Noah Brown, Sheldon Rankins, Jimmy Ward, Denzel Perryman. Like they brought in some guys.
They're trying to do some things over there.
Yeah, they brought in some guys.
But they're trying to do some things over there.
Yeah, I mean, they still pieces away, but at least it feels like they're trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, they're trending in the right direction for sure. I'm a Texans fan, so I'm definitely
sorry to hear that.
because before this offseason, they've been like they have had very bad off seasons. Jimmy Ward was a big signing because I definitely didn't see that happening. So when I got notification,
that was a really big signing.
Right, here we go because the defense wasn't bad last year. Matter of fact, they just stayed on the damn field too long.
Yeah, Deshaun told them about the massage parlors downstairs, so everybody,
Oh man,
not the ones downstairs. Hold on,
you should have seen my fantasy football name last year. It was Back from Massages.
See, there you go. See, hey,
that was one league. The other league was Houston NDAs. So
that's what they should change that name to, the Houston NDAs.
Goodness gracious. Hold on, wait.
Hey man, my fantasy team names are always centered around what the Texans are doing. So
oh goodness gracious.
While the Texans made good moves, I do like a lot of the moves that they made, but
I
mean the one move that they did do that I was just like, okay, which was signing Case Keenum. I was like, all right, bro. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it either at the same time. So, and I don't know if they're going to draft the quarterback or what they're going to do with this number 2 overall pick. But if
It feels like they're going after a quarterback.
I would hope they don't
Even
go after quarterback.
even though I don't think that they should. Not that I like Davis Mills at all, but I'm like, eh. I mean, you're better off. I would say uh, the Texans, they're better off getting one of these young wide receivers.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Brandon
Like,
Cooks, it was clear Brandon Cooks didn't want to be there.
yeah,
You don't have Dorsett,
if,
who started to come alive at the end of the season last year.
yeah, Jordan Addison. There's a couple of good ones that I really.
Yeah,
Matter of
sure.
fact, I think as we get closer to the draft, we'll start talking about some of these receivers and DBs and stuff coming out into the draft because I like a lot of these kids. I like a lot of them. We'll get into that. Um, News. Let's get into news. So everybody knows that I am longtime Washington football team fan. Grew up Washington fan. Um, my like the first thing that hit me when I was younger was I love their uniforms. Always love their uniforms. But then I got to see Doug Williams,
My boy
and
Dougie Will.
that was what really solidified it for me. I've been a Washington fan ever since. So I've been through the ups and I've been through the downs with this team. I lived in Maryland for 12 years. So I was around the whole Daniel Snyder stuff, and it is coming to an end now. And there was a bid put in for $6 billion to buy this team, led by I forgot the guy's name. I should have wrote it down, but I do know Magic Johnson was part of that group.
Yep. Sure is.
And I think that's a good look. Also, know that Michael Jordan, part of the reason why he was selling his minority stake in um, the Charlotte Hornets, and so that he can have enough money to buy into a whole nother group that was
Mm-hmm.
looking to buy the Washington Commanders as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if there would be a team to get a black owner, DC is a good place to start.
I would say so too. Definitely.
And it would be nice to see Magic or Jordan as the face. I don't care what y'all think about what he did with the Charlotte Hornets and the Bobcats. I can care less. This is more about having us as visual evidence that we can do things, that we can be the faces of major companies and businesses. Sorry. So if it does happen that we can get Magic or Jordan, and also heard Jeff Bezos he bought a house in Silver Spring, Maryland, and he's looking to buy the Commanders as well. So we have that.
I think it's good. I actually like it when you look at Magic Johnson and his business ventures outside of basketball.
We can start
He's
with
been
the
very, as I say, he's been very successful, right? The Dodgers. I
Mhm,
think he also has some claims on the soccer team as well. That's been doing
mhm.
very well. So like he's just smart and he knows where
Can I
to
just?
put his money.
I just want to add. I just want to add one more thing while we're going on this, because everybody likes to focus that Michael Jordan failed with the Charlotte Hornets,
Uh-oh.
totally just which is totally justifiable. But y'all totally forget he's dominating the racing circuit.
He
Oh
is.
yeah,
Like,
no, yeah, no, they don't even
like,
know about that.
Yeah, most
like
definitely.
his other shit is kicking ass. Like, just so we know. But
Yeah, not to mention he didn't sign. It's like he's not. He didn't become a minority owner or majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets to grade basketball talent. Like that's not what he was there for. He was there to triple his money because now when you look at it, it's substantially more than what it was when he bought it. It's worth
oh yeah,
substantially more.
Oh yeah, a lot
So
more.
it's like if you guys think about it, he's always been more business than anything. Like when he was playing, he was all about basketball, sure. But now that he's not playing, he's about business and about like literally multiplying his money tenfold. If he thought about
Mhm.
basketball players, if he was all about basketball talent, y'all really think his damn shoes would be so fucking heavy? Like you can't even hoop in his shoes. You can hoop in Kobe's, you can hoop in Kyrie, you can't hoop in no Jordans. Them things is luggage as hell. Trust me, I've tried multiple times. Right? I just
you have to be Air Jordan to
you
wear
have
them.
to say you
They
gotta be Michael
fit
Jordan
you, bro.
because if you ain't Michael Jordan, you can't hoop in them zones. I just had to buy some goddamn Greek Zoom 2s because they feel better on my feet because them Jordans was too goddamn lunky because I freaking ran my Kyrie's to the goddamn ground. Look, it's not about him grading basketball talent. Oh, he failed, bro. No, he didn't. He freaking tripled his money tenfold, and now he's gonna take that money and go buy a goddamn football team, and he still minorly owns a basketball team. So
Yeah.
he's just putting his money in other places to where it's like, yeah, I'm chilling back. I can go to this game, go to this game. They can console me for these
Mhm.
problems. They can console me for these problems because he's a businessman and that's what they do.
Right. A shout out to Tom Brady for buying into the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, shout out to Tom Brady for buying into the Aces, man. We're going back to back anyway. So yes, sir. I guess Mark Davis actually got his guy.
Yeah, he got him. He couldn't give a piece of the Raiders, so he said, you can have some of the Aces.
Yeah. So I guess that works.
Um, Speaking of Mark Davis and getting things, word on the street is DHop wants to come to the Raiders.
That's cool. Who
Now,
gonna throw him the ball?
I don't care if you got Devontae Adams and D-Hop playing receiver with Hunter Renfro, and those two tight ends. I'll go play quarterback.
Hey,
That's scary.
that's the one thing about football. It still matters who's actually throwing you the ball, man. If you one of those positions,
It is very scary. It is very, very scary if it happens or if there's any truth to it, right? But I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
like
I don't like
it?
it. Nope, I sure do not. Because why?
Why
Right?
not?
You went out and you signed. We got Devontae Adams. We got Hunter Renfro. We got a Dorsett. We got what the hell? Jacoby Myers. Right? Then we go out and get DeAndre Carter. Shout out to my boy DeAndre Carter. Played against me in Pop Warner. Why? What if I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
Jimmy G needs help.
I'm just saying maybe this is my football acumen, right? Maybe it's just me being crazy, thinking outside the box. Why the hell we need all these damn receivers?
Because
What
we're
is
gonna
going
throw the
on
hell out
here?
that thing. We're gonna throw the hell out that thing.
Why do we need all these
oh,
damn receivers? If we plan on playing no defense, but we just gonna throw the goddamn ball around, hey,
Hey, the
let
point,
me know now so I
the
can
goal
mentally
is
prepare.
the defense gonna give up 50, so we got to score 55.
If that's what it looks like to me, because why do we need all these receivers? I'm confused. We finna go get To out of retirement next. I'm legitimately lost. We finna contact
Look,
Chad Ochocinco on Twitter, and he finna be like, "Yeah, I got to try with the Raiders tomorrow."
at this
I don't
point, I
understand
don't
why we need
care.
all these damn receivers. We need
I'm,
corners,
I don't
we
think it's
need
gonna work.
safeties, we need backers, we need D line, we need some on defense from the other side. But we just getting all the receivers in the world. Watch, we finna get Odell next.
I
Odell
don't
finna
think it's
come to
gonna
the
work.
Raiders.
I'm okay with that.
I don't think it will work. I just don't. Deep down in DeAndre Hopkins' mind and skill wise, he's still a number one receiver. Devontae Adams is a number one receiver. It's not going to work. I thoroughly believe this is not a 1A, 1B situation. This is a 1A and a 1A that's going to get fed up of one of them not getting the damn ball.
So,
And if you don't have a good enough quarterback to spread it around to get everybody love, it damn sure ain't going to work. Somebody is going to get mad because they're going to feel like the ball is going to the other person.
look, y'all miss it. Y'all missing what's about to happen. They doing all of this, and then Tom Brady gonna come over to the Raiders.
Tom Brady ain't coming over to the Raiders, man. Tom Brady done. Tom Brady done. Don't do that.
If I would
either,
literally cry. I would quite literally
either
cry.
that,
Oh my.
either that, or imagine this total reversal. Imagine, let's say they do get D-Hop, and Aaron Rodgers decides not to go to the Jets.
Oh God, please don't do
Okay,
this to me
I
right
can
now.
see that happening. That's more plausible than Tom Brady
Please
coming
don't
back.
do this to me right now.
And what at this point, why would you want Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady last year was horrible.
Please don't do this to me right now. Because
I'm
look,
tired of not saying that, telling that to people. Tom Brady was trash last year. He was bad.
I don't
No,
know if
I
y'all
don't.
heard. I don't know if y'all heard. Right? That's the reason why I'm telling you, Mel. Please don't do this to me right now. Because I don't know if y'all
Okay.
heard.
Okay.
But Aaron Rodgers contacted Josh McDaniels and Mark Davis.
I know. That's why I
They
said that.
told him no. They told him no. So don't play with my emotions, man. Because if this is because if he just be like, because Aaron Rodgers, dog, you know him. He's known to just you throw all the paper in the air, and I'm gonna walk out this joint. Okay.
Hmm.
It could. I'm not. And the thing that's scary is it could happen.
No, it can. That's the thing. I'm like,
It could
so
happen.
let's just say it does happen, and they gave him a call and be like, so how you feeling?
I'm
You know,
buying my Aaron Rodgers jersey tomorrow. I don't care. I'm buying it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I do not care.
and I don't like Aaron Rodgers. Just so you know, I don't like Aaron Rodgers. But if you're going to tell me that you're going to add him to the offense with those two tight ends, with the receiving core, with that running back, I'll take that.
Oh yeah,
I'll
most
take that.
definitely.
I'll
I
roll
think
that.
everybody would take that.
I'll roll those dice for 2 seasons.
Most definitely. I'm for surely taking that to the bank. Definitely taking that to the bank.
Definitely. The NFL owners meeting, they concluded in Arizona last week. They proposed, a bunch of rule changes. I'm gonna focus on two in particular because these were the two that were most interesting. And one, I had no freaking idea it was an actual rule until I read it. So the NFL, Philadelphia is the one who forced this, which is very weird to me. To bring back the number 0.
I didn't know the number 0 was banned, so that's crazy.
It was banned. And the Philadelphia Eagles they stood on they 10 toes down on getting this number put back into the fold.
Yeah, they wanted
And
to.
they won. And ironically, this is a joke. DJ's gonna know this joke because me and GQ talked about this. Calvin Ridley
Yes,
said that
sir.
Yes,
he
sir.
was going to wear the number 0 so that we will know that there will be 0 bets base a place while he is playing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh man, that's the ultimate troll.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it.
Yeah. So
Oh man.
the number 0 actually, I think Jimmy Ward is going to wear 0 for the Texans. I think I saw him post a picture on his website on his Instagram wearing the number 0. A couple guys, and I'm like, I'm not a number 0 guy. I think I leaned on the side with Deion Sanders when he said this. He was like, "So you're nothing? That's what 0 means. You're nothing." Okay.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, I've never been a 0 guy either.
That's a horrible way to think. But okay, I guess to each his own. Anytime I
And
made
then
a creative player in NBA 2K, my player, my number was always 00. So I don't know.
But I feel like it's different in basketball than it is football.
I feel like
football,
00 is different than 0.
That's true.
and I think football numbers are a little more like they're sacred to the player. Like they're very, it's very. I don't know. It's different. It just feels different to me.
Yeah, I feel like we might have to see it, right? Like we might have to see because we never seen anybody in the number 0 make plays.
That's crazy to think about because I have never thought of that before.
Like basketball, right? Like we've seen Russ in the 0. We've seen Agent 0 and Gilbert Arenas in the 0, right? So we've seen these guys turn this number into something iconic in their sport.
Right.
Never seen it in football, right? So the jury's out. Right? We'll see.
We gotta wait and see. The second one is the one that I thought that the NFL should adopt, and I'm glad that they're doing it. That's the XFL onside rule, where you get one play, you get a 4th and 25, and if you convert it, you get the ball. I think I like that a lot better than the onside kick.
Definitely,
absolutely.
I like it too. I like it too. It gives it a different dynamic, and honestly, that's gonna change. It's gonna change a lot of games, man. That's gonna change a whole lot of games.
I think a lot of games will get flipped, and I don't know if they're going to use it the same way that the XFL does, because the XFL you can only do it in the 4th quarter if you're down by a touchdown.
Is it a touchdown or 2 possessions? I thought it's only one touchdown.
Maybe 2.
I think it might be 2, but I know you have to be down at least 1 possession.
Yeah.
So I have to go back into the XFL rule book just to confirm it. But yeah, it might be 2 possessions, but only in the 4th quarter. So I
I like
think,
it.
or was it the second half? Maybe it was the second half. I'd have to. I'll look it up and I'll refresh it and I'll pin it to this. But I like those two things. I like those two things.
That's a great rule change because
Yeah.
the the percentage of you converting a 4th and 25 compared to an onside kick is
Way is higher. It's
way
not.
higher. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
higher
not that much
probability.
higher, but
Yeah,
it's
it's not that
you
much
have
higher, but it's
And
it's
it's
a
you
it's,
better
it's
you
higher.
crazy Hail Marys all the time to win at the end of games. So
Hmm.
because you can and you can get a penalty. Like you get a penalty on
yeah,
that play and get the first down. So you got that. This part of the show, this is my run it back session. This is a new thing I'm starting. I'm trying to feel it out. Run it back is when I go back to my game. I go back to my game. So top 10 wide receivers of the 80s.
Mm.
Of the 80s. This is when I fell in love with football.
okay.
Um, do y'all have a top 10 or you just want me to give you mine and go from there?
I
Um,
would have to go. Really, let me see.
mm. Obviously Jerry Rice is on this list without a question.
Yes, yes.
One person I know that people forget about, and I will throw him on my list, is Steve Largent. Steve Largent was a
That
beast.
I was going to have a very long conversation about Steve Largent and how he was one of my favorite wide receivers growing up. And I don't think and it is hard for people because some of the numbers aren't going to be gaudy as the guys that are playing today because the NFL was a totally different game back then.
Absolutely.
But if you ever watched Henry, that was another guy I was going to get to. But Steve Largent play wide receiver. One, he was fast. Two, he caught everything, everything, and he was just
Steve
cool.
Largent was a beast.
Steve Largent was that dude. I loved Steve Largent. That was my guy.
What year did Sterling
Matter of
Sharp
fact,
get drafted?
I got you. I'll give you my 10,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
then we can. So this no particular order. These are just my 10. Jerry Rice, of course. Henry Ellard. Henry Ellard. I will give you a quick story. Henry Ellard. His route running is ridiculous. It is stupid. He is the only player I've ever seen. I was a kid watching this, but he ran his routes full speed all the way through. Like even through his cuts, he never slowed down. He's the only receiver I've ever seen do that at top end speed, running dig routes and corner routes all at the same speed. That's how he created so much separation while he was playing. We talked about Steve Largent, Art Monk. I'll punch you in the face. I don't nobody say nothing about Art Monk. I will fight you, literally fight you for Art Monk. Just so you know. Just so you know.
Hey, justified,
Um,
justified, because Art Monk was a boy.
Yeah.
yeah. Gary Clark. If you don't know about Art Monk, Gary Clark, and Ricky Sanders
Mm.
might be the best trio of wide receivers I've ever seen. Um, but Ricky Sanders is not on this list. Mark Clayton, Mark Duper. We all know about the Marx brothers.
Mark Brothers, man. Mark Super Duper, Mark Clayton.
um, James Lofton. If you don't know about
Ooh,
James
James Lofton,
Lofton.
James
if you
Lofton, man.
Man.
Oh,
if you
goodness.
don't if you don't know about James Lofton, please go do your homework. We might have to do like a highlight where we just highlight a player or two and just go through that. Philadelphia fans will know about this guy, Mike Quick.
Ooh, Mike Quick. Hey, if
Mike
you a
Quick was
real
the dog.
Philly fan, you know about Mike Quick, man. Because
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
he was a dog. And before there was a Chris Carter and a Randy Moss in Minnesota, there was Anthony Carter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and Anthony Carter is one of my favorite wide receivers of all time. Monster. He was a dog. Loved Anthony Carter. Loved him. This is just a history lesson for some of y'all watching or listening, whether you're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, you're in the chat room, and you're like, who the hell is Anthony Carter? Go do your research.
Yeah,
Talk to
go
me
look him
later
up on
about it.
YouTube. They got some plays.
Yep. So
I got a
and then
few.
For Andre Reed?
and Andre Reed got busy in the '90s.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
Andre got more busy in the '90s.
Okay. I can get with
Andre
that.
Reed, yeah, there was a couple dudes that were like on the border, like they came
Yeah,
in at like '88, and they
Tim
didn't really
Brown's one of
start
those.
get,
that's
they didn't
true.
start cooking until the '90s.
That's
Yep,
true.
Tim Brown's one of those.
We,
Tim Brown's one of
well,
those.
when
Yeah,
we
Tim
do
Brown is one of
when I
those.
when I do the '90s, that list is gonna be that's gonna be a list. That's the all time great list right
Definitely,
there.
definitely.
Okay, this is going to be the hardest thing y'all guys have ever done,
I'm
guaranteed.
ready.
Sports.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. I want to shout out to Nerdist. I got this list from them on TikTok. They come up with some of the best freaking lists I've ever seen in my entire life. This one, top 10 quarterback passers of all time, 6'6" and taller.
Mm, 6'6"
6'6"
and
or taller.
taller.
Wow.
That's different.
This one was nuts.
Six
Uh,
This
six
was
and
nuts.
taller.
off the top of my head, I can't think of no like, hey, he's 6'6" or taller. I can do. Hey, I tell you what,
6'6" or taller.
the last person that I remember
Okay.
being the last quarterback I remember being 6'6" or taller was Brock Osweiler, and that was not what it was, dog.
Yeah, Brock
Okay.
Osweiler was 6'8". I
Brock
remember that.
Brock Osweiler is number 10.
That makes sense.
Wow.
Damn. 6'6" and
Um,
taller?
I'll give you a couple hints. One, two, three,
6'6" and taller.
three are current players right now.
3 are current players
God
right now?
damn, who the hell?
3 are current players right now? 3.
I,
You said 6'6" and taller?
hey,
Six
isn't
six and taller.
uh uh isn't Justin Herbert like 6'6"?
Justin Herbert is number 6.
I
And
think
Trevor Lawrence, I think, is 6'7" or 6'6" as well.
Trevor Lawrence is 6'7".
Trevor Lawrence is number 9.
Boom. Okay. Okay, we getting somewhere now.
Uh,
Who the hell is the
Josh
other?
Allen. Josh Allen is 6'4", 6'5", right?
Yep. He's not 6'6".
He's not
Who the
6'6".
hell is the other quarterback on this list that's still playing?
Randall Cunningham. I know Randall Cunningham's on this list.
Nope.
No.
6'5".
6'5".
6'5".
Oh, he barely missed it. That boy was big as hell.
I think Big Ben was 6'4". I don't think he was that tall.
I
So,
don't think Ben,
Big Ben was
was
6'4".
You said 3 are still playing. Let me see.
yeah, we already named 2 of the 3.
2 of
So,
them.
You got 2 of the 3.
How tall is Davis Mills? Because I know he's pretty big.
ooh,
Nope. Davis Mills was 6'5".
damn.
I'm getting close because he's big as hell.
Won a Super Bowl.
What?
Won a Super Bowl? Matt Stafford?
Nope.
No. Won a Super Bowl. And he's 6'6".
Uh,
Joe Flacco?
oh,
Joe Flacco.
that's a good guess, bro.
Oh,
That was a good.
Joe Joe Flacco was number 1, but the guy I'm talking about is a current player.
what?
I
I
thought
mean, Joe
Flacco
Flacco,
was
he's
a current
technically
player.
currently still playing. He's on the Jets, but what?
Oh, my bad. Okay, so there's still one more. I totally forgot.
Okay.
I haven't seen Joe Flacco play. That's why I didn't say current. But yeah,
Ah,
There's another 6'6"
oh, let
player
me
that won a
see.
Super Bowl, bro, and he's still playing now. This is insane. And he won the Super Bowl?
yep. Y'all are actually doing better than I thought.
I'm trying to think who.
Was he a factor in winning the Super Bowl?
He was the fucking main factor in why he won
What?
the
This is crazy.
Super Bowl.
This is crazy. And he's still playing. Hold on, I'm trying to get really think about this.
I'm trying to think my hardest. I don't.
And you was on the right track, and then you just picked the wrong quarterback.
Uh,
There's one quarterback on this list that y'all will not get, so I'm not going to worry about that.
How about you? Oh no, I don't know how tall this dude. Chad Henne.
No, not Chad Henne.
Damn. I know Chad Henne just retired, but
I'm trying to go through all the tallest quarterbacks. I'm trying to go through every team and trying to go through all the tallest quarterbacks.
Some of these are really. Some of these I didn't realize some of these dudes were this tall either. So,
Jimmy G.
nope.
Damn.
I said won a Super Bowl.
I thought Jimmy G was on the Patriots when they won last. When they won the Super Bowl.
I also said he was the main factor.
Nick Foles.
Okay.
Nick Foles.
Ah!
Who was it?
Nick Foles.
I knew it.
What?
Oh my gosh, it was bugging me because I'm like, bro, who won a Super Bowl within the past few years that is taller than 6'6"? I'm thinking about it. Patrick Mahomes.
How tall is Nick Foles? What the hell?
Tom Brady ain't playing no more, right? I'm just like, bro. I'm like, Matt Stafford, no, right? Who is Nick Foles tall ass? I forgot about the stencil, dog. That boy tall as hell.
Yep. Then y'all have 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 more. You're halfway through. Y'all not gonna get all 5 because I didn't get all 5. There's one I had no flipping idea who the hell this person was. So, but it is what it is. That's why it's trivia.
Is Fran Tarkenton on this list?
No, Fran Tarkenton was like 6'2". Okay, I'll give you one hint for one of them. He did play for Tampa Bay.
Jeff Garcia?
Jeff Garcia was little as shit.
Brady?
No.
No. I definitely know
Brady's a 6'4".
Brady's like 6'4".
Cam.
Nope.
No.
Cam was 6'5".
Did play.
That was gonna be one of my first guesses too. Don't worry.
Who was the Bucks quarterback when they won the Super Bowl? Was it Brad Johnson?
Oh,
not Brad Johnson. This is why this list was absolutely ridiculous to me.
This is stupid. This is stupid hard.
It's not Jameis, is it?
It's not Jameis.
I have no idea. This is crazy because I don't keep up with the heights of NFL players like I would NBA players.
One of the quarterbacks on this list did one of the dumbest fucking things in NFL history.
Mark Sanchez.
No, way dumber than the butt fumble. He gave himself a concussion.
Dan Orlovsky did something stupid in the butt fumble.
Dan Orlovsky. Dan Orlovsky isn't that tall though.
Damn. I know he ran out in the back. So
matter of fact, your GOAT, he played for my team too, but he played for your team too. He played for the Lions and the Washington. See, Mullers is cheating. Mullers is cheating right now.
Play for the Lions.
Sorry, my daughter's school calling me.
No.
She didn't go to school today. That's why. But
I don't know, man. This is a list.
I know.
Damn.
Yep.
It's crazy because when you think about it, it's like, damn, how many quarterbacks are 6'6" and taller?
There was a lot when you know.
I never realized so many quarterbacks 6'6" or taller because I thought most quarterbacks were somewhere between 6'1" and 6'4".
Most of them, yeah. He said he did the stupidest thing.
How about somebody like, damn, I don't know how tall he was. How tall was Dante?
Now I'm trying to go through quarterbacks.
Dante Culpepper was close, but he was 6'5".
Damn.
Oh man, I knew Dante Culpepper was big, so
Jason Campbell?
6'4".
Damn.
God.
Terrell Pryor.
That's I was
But
trying.
no,
Yeah.
it's top 10 passing.
Damn.
And yard and like in terms of yardage.
Mm.
Okay, I'll give you number three. And this is what I was telling y'all. Like he did the dumbest shit ever. This is when he was on Washington when he scored a touchdown and rammed his goofy head into the fucking back pad and knocked himself out the game. Scott Mitchell.
I
Okay.
definitely never would have got that, but I do remember that.
You know what? Listen, I'm tapped out on this. I'm not going to
Donovan
guess.
McNabb.
Nope, Donovan McNabb was 6'4".
Damn, with the afro, he like no. Okay. Yeah,
I don't think this is.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get the last four, man. That's crazy. I never thought about how many quarterbacks were 6'6" and up, bro. Like I really never thought about it like that.
That's why when I saw it, I thought this was pretty good. All right, so y'all got number one. It was Joe Flacco. Flacco. Number two, Matt Shaw.
Oh my God, Matt pick six
my
job. Holy. Oh my gosh. He popped up in my brain, but I thought he was like 6'4", 6'5" ish.
Yeah,
I was that big, bro.
he must have been exactly 6.
Y'all guys, I gave you Scott Mitchell. Number four was the one I didn't know. Not that I didn't know, I didn't think he was that fucking tall. Was Mark Wilson.
What?
That's why I said y'all. That's why I said y'all would have never gotten him because I wouldn't have got that. Nick Foles was number five. Y'all got Justin Herbert. Number seven, I said he played for Tampa. Josh Freeman.
Dang! Oh my God, I forgot all about Josh Freeman.
Oh man, Josh Freeman had that one good year, bro.
He did. I forgot all about Josh Freeman, and he was big as hell. That's wild.
That's crazy.
At number eight, Derek Anderson.
Oh, you're right. He was hella big. Derek Anderson, see? Dang.
That's crazy as shit.
Bengals, right?
Well, Derek Anderson, he played for the Bengals. He played for the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Played for a couple different teams.
Yeah. I just remember him on the Bengals for specifically. Dang.
Yeah. And then y'all got Trevor Lawrence and Brock Osweiler.
Dang.
Yeah, that was good. That's why when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, we got to do that. We got to do that."
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
That's why I was. So, that's good. Like I said, I'm gonna try and throw that type of stuff in every once in a while, just to so we can all hone in on our football knowledge.
Well, is that the same Derek Anderson that played for Cleveland?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, see, I was going to guess Brady Quinn, but I couldn't remember the other quarterback, and it was Derek Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brady Quinn was like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, 6'4", 6'5". Dang, that's crazy. That's wild. Dang.
So that is another Football Friday. Let's get these last words in, Moolish. The dog is like, let's go outside.
Final thoughts, man. Y'all know what it is. It's a Football Friday. Pull up Monday for the basketball. Mondays we got the basketball show. We got the Wednesday Gentlemen's Talk Roundtable Talk on Wednesdays. We got some Mars player versus choice or player versus team on Thursdays. We coming at you Fridays with the football shows. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all of our Spotify listeners, iHeart listeners. Thank you for everybody in the comments. Thank you for everybody tapped in on YouTube. We working on getting new avenues and everything like that. But I want to end off on this, man, because I wanted to talk about this, but we kind of got into some other things. Jim Trotter lost his job this past week. If you guys don't know Jim Trotter, he's an NFL analyst. He's been working for NFL Network for over 5 years. And he questioned Roger Goodell about the diversity within the front offices of the NFL. And the next thing you know, he's losing his job. He had talked to Roger previously about this situation. He brought it up again during the Super Bowl week. Now he's losing his job. So shout out to Jim Trotter for doing the right thing and speaking on what needs to be spoke on, man. You have people in your corner. So yep, I'm Mulich. Let's get FTSL, and y'all see me on Monday, man.
Yes, DJ.
I appreciate y'all having me on. It was fun to fill in for my boy GQ. This is my fourth show from the sidelines this week. I done been on every show in 1 week.
Hey, we move around like chess pieces. We just
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that, but Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all having me on. I had a blast. That 6'6" Otala threw me for a loop, bro. So it's not a lot of sports, so that's a good one. I give you your props on
Yeah,
that. Catch me
yeah.
Monday.
Like
That's
yes, sir. Yes, thank you for stopping through. We appreciate you anytime. Especially, and I'm gonna have to get Mr. Your Goat. You have to come on and explain to me this Detroit versus everybody thing that you got going on in your soul.
Yeah, you're go,
Um,
my man. We got to get you on the show, big dog.
yeah, we definitely have to talk about this. Um, thanks to everybody in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, yeah, just we'll get it. We got to figure out a way to get in contact with you on that. Yeah, wherever you listening, subscribing to on podcasts and YouTube, all those places, we appreciate you. We love you. We can't grow the platform without you. And like we're moving on, we're growing, we're getting better every day. Um, we still don't like the Rodriguez on this show. Just so we because Moolish likes to troll 49er fans. I troll Darrell Reeves fans as
We
much
troll
as I
man.
possibly can. So
That's what we do over
yeah,
here, man. From the sideline, we love you guys, man.
from the sidelines, we out of here.